The first question that must be answered by any handicapper is, can Shared Belief be defeated? Anything can happen in a horse race, as Shared Belief backers were reminded of at the start of the Breeders' Cup Classic, which remains his only loss. Shared Belief seemingly towers over the field, even if his trainer Jerry Hollendorfer is sounding like a football coach playing an undermanned squad.
We've been preparing for this race for a long time, so we'll see what happens. If he can stay sound, he might have a nice future.
Moreno will likely be the controlling speed. The 5-year-old gelding hasn't raced since his 14th place finish in the Breeders' Cup Classic last November, but he is a horse who's capable. He won the Grade 1 Whitney in front-running fashion at Saratoga last year.
And it's Moreno to win the Whitney in a wire-to-wire score.
Moreno started 2014 with an even longer layoff to start the season than he'll have going into this year's Big Cap. Moreno yielded the lead on the second turn in last year's Charlestown Classic, but still fought on to finish third behind Imperative and the Dude. Hard Aces won the Louisiana Handicap in his first start of 2015.
It's Hard Aces for Dubai Albano's third. Hard Aces, the upset winner of the Louisiana Stakes.
On February 21st, Hard Aces was scratched from the Mineshaft Handicap, also run at the fairgrounds. The reason? He was privately purchased by Hronis Racing and moved to California to join the John Sadler barn. Sadler was impressed with his numbers on the sheets and thinks he could be a very useful handicap horse in Southern California.
We're looking for a handicap horse that can run long on the dirt. I don't think distance will be a problem for him. He ran a 7-4, 7 on his first start down and then a 4 on the last start. So I'm hoping, he's a horse that's a later maturing. Some of those hard spun come to hand a little bit later. So hopefully they'll make a good horse for the handicap division in California.
This will mark senior Keith Cayano's second start since being claimed by Ron Palucci's Luch Racing Stable for $62,500. Palucci and trainer Peter Walder teamed up to win the $250,000 Florida Sunshine Millions Classic right out of the box.
Coming down to the line, and it's Senior Keith Cayano, and he's tall. Senior Keith Cayano has won the Sunshine Millions Classic.
It was a nice win, but that was a race restricted to Florida breds. The Big Cap is an entirely new animal to tackle.
He's not a claiming horse. I mean, he made $500,000 and change before we ever haltered him. So you don't do that by accident. I mean, he won numerous stakes before that. He was actually on the Derby Trail as a late 2-year-old, early 3-year-old. So he's got some talent. I like to think that, the race is going to set up good. And although Paul LaDuca thinks we have no shot, I think we do.
Neil Drysdale sends out the Chilean-bred Bronzo. Last year, he won a Group 1 and a Group 2 in his native Chile before joining Drysdale's stable. Bronzo is yet to hit the board, but he's run fourth twice, in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile and the San Antonio behind Shared Belief, California Chrome, and Hopportunity.
Shared Belief beat California Chrome. Long way back to Hopportunity, then Bronzo.
Bronzo's 2 graded stakes victories in Chile came at 1 mile and 3/8 and 1 mile and 1/8, so the 9 furlongs should be a positive.
The more distance that he runs over, the better it'll be. I'm very pleased with the way he's coming up to the race. He's had 2 runs now. Each run has been better than the last, and I think with the added distance, I'm looking forward to running them.
And that's the TVG Inside Track for the Big Cap.